Okay, so welcome to the last loop at the Supt for the 2023-24 school year.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy that it happened so fast, but
It does seem to fly by, but there's so many amazing things that happened this year, and really I've shared with this a lot with our staff, a lot with the community. When people ask how'd the year go, I really, this has been the best year out of the last several years. We really kind of got back to what we do best and really focused on education. I know we're not out of the fire recovery or pandemic kind of learning recovery, but we're back to some sort of normalcy on our day-to-day operations, and that feels good, and I really look forward to continuing that next year.
And I'm not sure when exactly it's going to come out, probably the end of this week, but Saturday was graduation a few days ago.
Amazing. And every year I'm just so proud and just so grateful for just the whole staff and students, and you know, there's some anxiety leading up to graduation, obviously for the kids and the families that are graduating, but also for the staff, and want to make sure it goes really smooth for our kids and our families. And Saturday was no exception. Just Caitlin Cross, the principal, and her staff really put together just kind of a seamless operation, and it was just fantastic to see. The whole stands were packed. 150 graduates, amazing students. We're here at Orchard Hill. This is where I spent 6 years being a principal, and it just warms my heart to see some of those kids that are graduating, and really some that have overcome tremendous amount of adversity, and the resilience and the family support.
You know some of those too. Like when you see some of those students that you recognize from when they were in, you know, 4th, 5th grade, what is that like for you to see them walking across the stage?
It is, and I was just thinking about like when is that over for me? And I think this year's freshmen were kindergartners when I last left Orchard Hill. So I have a few more years.
Do you still recognize them? Yeah. Can you see those little faces?
I definitely can recognize some. Some I don't have at all. This girl on Saturday said, "Oh, this is weird. You're the first person I saw coming to kindergarten, and you're the last person I seen leaving the graduation." It's just like, yeah, it was Madison, and it was just like, I mean, that's, I don't know. There's a lot of things, and there's a lot of things that you can kind of complain about, but all when it comes down to it, that's why we do this stuff. So
that's what's one of the things that's great about a small school district like ours, like PTS. Yeah. Everybody knows everybody, and relationships are forged early on, and a lot of times because people stay here for so long, they continue on. Yeah. And that was a great, I like to kind of get the behind the scenes stuff before the kids actually go out and walk. And so I was able to see Principal Cross. She talked to the kids before they go out. You know, this is what they do. And her speech before they go out is always so, it's just very inspiring, and some of the kids get emotional, and she just, you know, can hold it together just enough to just to let them know this is important, remember this, and fill up your bucket right now because people are telling you all these positive things, and you're going to need that later. You know, a lot of great wisdom, and so I captured some of that, and I'm going to put that on the graduation video that will come out, but cool. It's just a very special day, and it's easy to lose sight of that.
Another unique thing is that our graduates get to pick who actually announces them at graduation. Yeah. So it could be a kindergarten teacher. Yeah. Could be, I saw Laura Lydon there, who's no longer in our district, but you know, she had a student that chose her to walk her at graduation, and or it could be a coach.
Right, Christy Sanders. I saw Christy Sanders came back, and she had a student.
Absolutely, and there's just and then a lot of former teachers and staff and coaches, and it just, I don't know. It's being in this district. I'm finishing my 20th year, and it is about relationships, and it's about family. So,
and it always makes you feel, again, like it's kind of a great way to close the year and feel sort of like all that togetherness within PTS is really what it is.
Absolutely. Speaking of just a year and students, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about really the students that have put themselves in leadership positions. We shared last week at our board meeting with our student reps that just collectively they have been such an amazing group. First of all, just for how busy they are in attending twice a month to a 6 p.m. board meeting.
Right.
Really sharing and being engaged and being present during that time. Our board really asked them about policy. What would they like to see? They were just so insightful and thoughtful.
It's just an
Javier
important
on there
voice
we
to have.
highlighted about you know, being on the national stage at a conference, sharing what he sees as a student that would help public education. We have other students that aren't our student reps, but are leaders in our community. Our fundraisers this year, I don't even
enormous fundraisers. The one for Lahaina back in the fall, love her Lahaina, and that brought in about $4,000, spearheaded mostly by
nearly all kids.
Yes, all kids pretty much, and Javi kind of took the lead on that. You know, they were on the news several times. They were, you know, just out in the community doing everything they could to bring in $4,000, and then the Sparrow coming from
Giovanni at
PTS.
Orchard Hill Hawk, by the way, when I was here, and he got a chance to walk across the stage, and if that didn't warm everybody's heart on the stadium, I don't know what would. But $8,000, the most out of any Sparrow fundraiser in our region ever in history. Well deserved for him and his family.
They had the basketball game. They had just all kinds of very well organized. It was just very strategic, and they like you said, record amount brought in, and he walked across the stage, and very special moment.
So it's not like we're going to kick our feet up now. I mean, we have summer stuff going. Two huge seismic projects at the middle school and the elementary, and just think those staff, that's not an easy undertaking, packing up your classroom and then having to kind of rebuild your classroom when you get back. So
staff has actually had to get ready for that the last couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, they've been doing that for a long time. We did that same thing at the high school and Phoenix Elementary, and it's just a little bit different. But again, when things need to get done, you know, kids, families, staff just rally and get it done. So
so those will be seismic upgraded, and when the kids come back in the fall, will that be completely done now?
Yeah, it'll be completely done. That actually wraps up our bond projects, and we're so grateful for this community. November of 2017, a $68 million bond. The safety and security, the upgrade system athletic facilities, the seismic. It's just we're a new district, and that's due to the community.
Every building in the district was impacted in an amazing way by that bond. Okay, and
summer school coming up. I mean, just a
first ever Bulldog camp.
Yeah, incoming sixth graders to the middle school. So that's good to see. We will have a new middle school principal as well. A person named Casey Olmstead, known throughout the valley. Super excited to join the PTS family. Comes highly recommended.
From
Rogue River. He spent some time in Eagle Point too, and just super personable. It's kind of funny. He was during the interview, and he was kind of hobbling around because he was playing basketball with some sixth grade students, and so he tore his Achilles actually. But he's going to be back full action. Maybe not dominating the basketball court right away in the fall, but he's definitely fun and connects with kids and staff, and I know will connect with our community too.
I happen to know a former PTS guy who you know too, Tom Big Boy. Who knows Casey from Rogue River. That's where Tom is now. And I asked him about him, and he said, you got a good one. He's great. So
that's good to hear too. People that know us and know the people that are coming to us to have that confirmation is pretty good.
And the only other thing, I think we wanted to bring up the fact that Sodexo food, we are going to be providing, Sodexo will, over the summer, starting next week, June 17th at PES, and then the week after that here. And that's going to be going on most of the summer, all the way until mid-August.
And I really want to highlight this, and please, if you don't hear anything else, please hear this, that this isn't just for our students. It's for any community student, 18 and under. could be even younger than that. You don't have to be in kindergarten. You can be preschool. You can be. So make sure you tell your friends and family. At Orchard Hill, starting on the 24th, and at Phoenix Elementary on the 17th. Community open. Food program, breakfast and lunch. Yeah,
very great.
Yeah,
very needed.
We'll get some information, and maybe you can pop it in the this video to kind of share the times.
Put that there, and then put that in the newsletter, which is coming out later this week as well. So
cool.
All right, last loop with
I think that wraps it up, Joe. Thank you so much. You get me prepared, and there's no shortage of topics.
We always have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But we are now, not that we don't like doing this, but now we can take a break on this until and other videos until the fall. Next time we come up, it'll be in September.
Yeah.
And it'll be here just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Absolutely.
So, all right. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you all.
Bye.